Hey everybody, this is David over at Crypto Academy. In today's video, I want to walk you through a second part of how to research cryptocurrency projects. In this particular lesson, I'm going to show you how to specifically research a project by looking at certain fundamentals, fundamental ways of researching a project so you can see if it's one that you would like to invest into. So it'll be a few steps involved, but I think at the end of the day, even though it might take a little more time, this is what you want to do to make sure that it's a viable project and you want to invest your hard-earned money into it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back onto CoinGecko. And I'm just, for educational purposes only, I'm going to click on Ethereum. And what I want to do is I want to scroll down and I want to look at the all-time high. Okay, and then in that all-time high, I want to see the percentage that it is up or down from its all-time high. Actually, the percentage down from where its all-time high was. And if you see on Ethereum, it's 59.4% currently less than its all-time high of $4,878.26. Now, why am I looking at that? Because I want to see if there's room for this particular project to grow and at least hit its all-time high and more than likely go beyond it. Now, this is good when you're looking at really good, solid projects, and Ethereum is a very good project. So, in my opinion, I know it's going to get to its all-time high and most likely well beyond its all-time high. So, if I invest now, I know in my mind, in my opinion, that Ethereum is going to gain at least another 59 to 60%. So I'm going to get 59 or 60% return on my investment. Now, in the world of cryptocurrency at this time, where cryptocurrency is still new, 59, 60% return is not, it's not great. It's good, obviously, in any other investment. You go into the stock market, you get a 60% return. Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay. You're a hedge fund manager, you're getting 8, 9, even a 10% return. You're patting yourself on the back. You get a 20% return. Whoa, like that's fantastic, right? No, in the world of cryptocurrency, that's average. That's really nothing to write home about. We're looking for 5x, 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x on our returns. So, in any case, we want to look at the all-time high and how far below we are on the all-time high. It is of my opinion that if we're at, 75, 80% and higher, those are projects we probably want to look into to invest in, assuming that we like the project and we know it's going to get back to its all-time high. You can get in on those projects for cheap money, relatively speaking, if they're 75, 80% below their all-time high. It's, in a bear market like we kind of are now, we were looking at 85, 90 plus percent below all-time highs to invest into. That's where you make millionaires. When you're at 90 plus percent investing into a project that's 90% plus below its all-time high, that's a millionaire maker right there if you get into the right project. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, we want to go and research the project on GitHub and see how often the project is being worked on. Because if the project is not being worked on very often, that can be a telltale sign, as well as if a project is being worked on a lot. So let's go to GitHub and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm on github.com, specifically under the project Ethereum, and I want to see how often this project is being worked on and when it was last worked on. So I want to click on repositories. Okay, so you can see some updates here. Hive updated 4 minutes ago. Web3 last updated 10 minutes ago. Ethereum Python project template updated 19 minutes ago. So when it goes on, you scroll down, you can see how often Ethereum is being worked on. So there's a lot of work going into building up this network, and that's fantastic. That's what you want to see. If we went into a project on GitHub and we weren't seeing much activity on it, that's a sign. That could be a sign that the project is dying or it needs a revamp. But that's a sign, a potential red flag that you want to take into consideration. At least take into consideration when you're investing your hard-earned money into projects. In the first video on how to research a cryptocurrency project, we went through CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and we talked about how to look at the analyses, the volume, the trading and whatnot, and the high, the all-time high, the all-time low, things like that. In this analysis, though, fundamental analysis, what we're trying to find out is what makes this project go. So the first thing we want to do is go to that, find this project on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. Go to the website, research the website like we've talked about, find the white paper and research through the white paper. The white paper is going to give you, if this is a legitimate project, is going to give you all the information that you're going to want to research about this project. Everything, what this project is supposed to do, the roadmap, what it's going to look like in the next 4 or 5 years. And the other thing we want to do is we want to look at the team members of the project. Do they have the experience that it's going to take to make this project successful? That's very important. Where cryptocurrency now has been around for over 10 years, 12 years now, there are people who are experienced blockchain engineers, people that build blockchain networks, have experienced coding and things like that. Do we have that type of talent on the project? And if so, where did they work previously? What's their experience? All this information we want to understand to see if this is going to be a worthwhile project to invest our money into. Let's look into what the issue or problem that this particular project is trying to resolve, and how far into the project are they? Do they have a lot of people who are experienced in trying to resolve these issues? Are they sticking to their roadmap? Things like that. We want to look into all of this because remember, it's your money that you're investing. It's easy to take somebody else's word for it to invest into a project, but it's ultimately your responsibility to make sure that whatever project you're investing into, that you've done your homework on so you can feel good about it. Once we understand what problem they're trying to resolve, the next piece of the puzzle that we want to look into is, are there other projects out there that are already resolving the issue that this project is trying to resolve? And if so, what are they? How successful are they? And how many similar projects are there? So once you're comfortable having done your analysis, and we've already talked about finding projects by going on to Twitter and seeing what projects people are talking about. But another step, and maybe it's a repeat step, but another step that you can do once you're comfortable with understanding the fundamentals and you want to move forward is, let's see what other people are saying about this project. You can go onto YouTube, Twitter, or other social media platforms and see and type in the project name and see what other people are saying about this project. Do they have good things to say about it? Do they have negative things to say about it? What are those things that are being said about the project? And kind of gauge the interest of that project, by seeing what the sentiment is from other people, and give yourself an idea of whether or not people are positive, have a positive thinking or a positive attitude about this project or not. Another part of the process is doing your own technical analysis, or TA. And if you are an experienced person who has done charting, technical analysis, maybe in stocks, you can take that skill set and translate it into cryptocurrency. It's the same process. You're just taking that data and plugging it into a crypto chart as opposed to a stock chart. If you're not skilled at technical analysis, that's okay. There's plenty of people who are doing technical analyses on YouTube. We're going to have our own training for those who are in our student and above tiers on Patreon. And we're going to show you how to do technical analyses, obviously the basics of it. But so those are the things that you want to look into when researching a project. You want to be very comfortable with putting your money into a project. You want to be confident that that project is going to move in the right direction. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't matter if you're in stocks or crypto. There's always going to be the ups and downs, okay? There's going to be the good days, the bad days. That's just how it works. Overall, you're looking for the future. You're looking for, a few years ahead. Is this project going to be a viable project? Am I going to make money off this project? If you follow these simple steps that we've laid out for you in these last two videos of researching cryptocurrency, you're going to give yourself a real good chance of researching good projects to invest into. And with that said, for those folks in our student and above tiers, we do offer recommendations on cryptocurrency. Okay, folks, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask us on the Patreon page.